Coordinated, Episode 173, SSD, NAR Process.
Greetings, AP coordinators. I'm Derek Cometa.
And I'm Rachel McBride, and you're listening to
Coordinated, the podcast for AP coordinators.
Thanks for joining the conversation, collaboration, and, of course, coordination.
Hello, Rachel.
Hey, Derek.
So, we have been talking a lot about SSD lately. I mean, a lot.
You're telling me.
And we are nearing the end of our extended time conversation. Ha ha ha.
That's right. And this is the second to last installment of our 9-part mini-series on SSD. We're building up to the grand finale.
No pressure.
Right. No pressure at all.
Hearing you say that makes me think, maybe we should plan an exciting cliffhanger at the end of this episode today. Let's see where the conversation takes us. Let's keep that in the back of our minds.
Deal.
So, what is our deal today? By that, I mean, what's our topic? I feel unusually unprepared.
Fear not, Derek. I am an AP coordinator, and of course, I am over-prepared. So, by coincidence, I was just reading up on this because there's a new process this year. I'm ready. Let's talk about NARs.
NARs, otherwise known as Non-Standard Administration Reports.
Yes. So, when students test with approved accommodations, an NAR, as you said, it's called a non-standard administration report. The NAR must be completed for each student testing with accommodations for each exam they take. It's important to note that portions of the NAR must be completed during exam administration for students who are approved for extended time or breaks. The portions of the NAR that refer to timing do not need to be completed for students who are not approved for extended time or breaks. And this year, Derek.
Hey, that's my cue. This year, we have a significant improvement to the process for completing NARs, one that AP coordinators have been asking for. So, in the past, AP coordinators kept track of the NARs, made copies to send back with the exams, and packed the NAR envelope. Well, all of that was frankly a bit of extra clerical work that no one really enjoyed. I mean, who would? But this year,
the new version of the NAR and the new process will be much easier.
Yes, this is great news that we are happy to share. Beginning this year, AP coordinators no longer return NARs in their exam shipment, and there will no longer be an NAR envelope. I'll say that again. AP coordinators no longer send in NARs in their return shipment, and there will no longer be an NAR envelope.
Oh, yes.
Schools print the NAR, fill it in, and keep the paper NAR on file at the school for 6 months. Plus, exam materials for accommodations like extended time and extra or extended breaks. Those materials will be packed and shipped with all other exam materials.
So great to hear that. And please note that there is a new blue and white SSD return envelope. The new SSD return envelope is only used for short answer and free response booklets for students approved for typed essays, multiple choice booklets for students approved to circle answers in exam booklets, large print answer sheets, or answer sheets for Braille and ATC format exams.
There are many benefits to the new process. First, the packing and return shipment process for AP coordinators is much simpler. Second, this creates more efficient processing of the returned exam materials. And third, this allows for more scores to be reported to colleges and students on time.
We know that's a lot of information, and much of it is brand new to everyone, even experienced AP coordinators. So please see the AP Coordinators Manual Part 2 for more information, page 117 to be exact. You know, my best friend has all the step-by-step details.
Good advice as always. Okay, are we ready for,
Summary time? Sounds good to me. Let's hear it.
1. The NAR must be completed for each student testing with accommodations for each exam they take. 2. Check out the NAR in advance, become familiar with it prior to exam day, and determine the preferred method to collect information to complete that NAR. And 3, this is a new process, so as Rachel suggested, please get in the habit of referring to the AP Coordinators Manual Part 2 for more information.
Speaking of getting into a habit, we hope that by now everyone is in the habit of listening to our coordinated conversations. And as I said, our next episode is the SSD mini-series finale.
We've had 8 conversations about SSD, trying to share everything we know about SSD. And in our next conversation, we will... How do we say this, Rachel? We're going to render all those conversations somewhat meaningless. I can't believe I'm saying this. We're going to render all those conversations somewhat meaningless because sometimes students want to waive their approved accommodations. Now that is a cliffhanger. We'll talk with you soon.
Coordinated is presented by the AP program and the AP Coordinator Experience team. We thank Jackie Ray for our theme song, Good as Gold. Jackie is a former AP Music Theory student at Oakton High School in Vienna, Virginia. Additional vocal support by myself, Carly Suge, AP Coordinator at Costa Mesa High School in Southern California.
AP coordinators, we cannot say it enough. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We appreciate you, and for all your support of AP students, you are truly good as gold.
And maybe I just don't know. I'll say it over and over and over again till I believe it's so. I'm good as gold.